And we're back, family. We got three hot topics we're going to delve into this evening. Ed, I've been on this betting thing consistently now since probably 2014, 15, and 16
Yeah.
about how I think it's affecting the game and not a good effect.
Right.
Um, I, it's it was bound to happen. It was bound to happen. I'm surprised we don't have baseball in Vegas yet. Tagliabue, the former NFL commissioner, said football will never be in Vegas as long as
Mm,
he's commissioner. Well,
mm.
guess what? When he wasn't commissioner no more, went to Vegas
Yep.
because it's a new
Yep.
regime, if you will.
Yep.
Um, so I know you're not much of a college football guy, but
Hmm.
I know you've been hearing about
Yeah,
this.
I heard of it.
Yeah. Do you have a take on it before I get into what I have to say?
Well, look, let me tell you something. Um, whenever mankind's greed has usually got them into trouble.
Mm-hmm.
And this is just another example. Now, man, I talk to guys. I've never talked to so many guys who believe that all the games are fixed. I've never seen anything like this in my life. I,
Right.
I would talk to one or two people. Now,
Mm-hmm.
almost everybody I talk to is saying that all the games are fixed because there's so much money. So
Right.
they have a sport now where nobody believes it's true. Everybody believes it's
Right.
WWE.
Right.
Now, I'm not sure how exactly you would script Jalen Brunson missing that three and then OG diving in and tipping it in at the last second.
Because you
I'm
can't
not
script
sure
that.
how you
You
can
can't.
say that's fixed. People are not being logical, Meal.
Right.
Obviously, really, to
Can
be
you
honest,
script what De'Aaron Fox did and try to go for that layup
thank
instead
you,
of run the
thank
clock
you.
out?
You
No, I'm saying,
honestly
can you
look, Meal.
script that? Can be scripted.
Yeah,
You
it
think?
can. It
Okay.
can. And also by him playing so poorly. He could do that on purpose. But Mio,
Right.
he made 40 million this year. He's gonna
Yeah,
make,
I
remember I
heard what
told you,
his salary is going to be the next three
yeah, remember I
years.
told you for the next
You
4 years
did.
it's
Yeah.
gonna go
Yeah.
up.
Yeah.
Remember? So you
Yeah. Yeah.
really think that with the money he makes, he's throwing anything? I don't think so.
Right. No, you
Now,
don't want to
you
mess that
you
regular
do have
checkup.
scandals like Chauncey Phillips and Terry Rozier. Things have you had that NBA referee a few years ago, but
Yeah.
the NFL has nobody but themselves to blame. Troy Aikman made a statement some years ago.
Mm-hmm.
He said one thing that's worrying him about the NFL: every single decision they're making is because of money. Now he
Right.
understands you want to make money, but every decision you mean to tell me would you bring in a owner like uh somebody from Iran or Iraq if as
I
long as they had
don't
enough
think
money?
so. Right, right. They got billion. They got old money. They got billions, Eddie.
Me and you, of course, we've tried to get money in our lives, but we
Hmm.
can't make every single as long as the person has the money.
Yeah. Hey, I heard FanDuel and DraftKings are paying out handsome advertising dollars to
Hmm.
advertise on their logo, the Shield, excuse me.
Hmm.
I heard they are like one of the NFL's top customers.
Yeah, yeah. So like you said, back in the day, look, I can remember when the NFL did not want a team in Vegas, like you said, Tagley, but for this very
Hmm.
reason. Say
Hmm.
because we do not want to give that impression that we are connected in any way. So there's
Right.
going to be a basketball team at some point. It looks like the two new teams maybe are going to be one in Seattle, who the league been dogging them for years, and one in Vegas, something like that. And
Okay.
then there's going to be baseball too. It looks like with Oakland, right?
The A's may come to Vegas.
Right.
Yeah, how
So
about
they
that?
don't have to expand in baseball. All they got to do is move them.
Okay.
Serve
That's
them
an
right.
interesting take, Ed. I knew you would have something for me. I know and we've even had heated debate over fixed games. Here's what I have to say about that. This isn't some I'm telling the world or anybody on this show, any co-host, I told you so. But what I will say is, you mentioned Chauncey Billups, Terry Rozier. Billups was a head coach. See, the issue is it's the Falcons wide receiver, his rookie year. I forgot his name. Just
Who,
2 or 3 years
Drake
ago.
London?
No, no, it wasn't London. Maybe it was the Titans. Somebody for the Titans or the Falcons used their mom's maiden name to set up an account, and they thought they were going to get away with it. And the NFL found that, and they suspended him his rookie year, the whole year. He missed his rookie year due to betting. Number first round draft pick. Forgot his name. His name escapes me. Maybe next week I'll do research and tell you about it. So here's my issue. We've had heated debate over this, and I actually agree with you why you're upset about believing games are fixed, because the number one issue with it takes away from the greatness of players.
Yep.
We've
Yep.
gotten to arguments like we used to say back when the Celtics were playing against the Lakers, that we thought the
Mhm.
referees were favoring the Celtics. We were
Mhm.
convinced in
Mhm.
1985,
Mhm. Mhm.
86, 87, 88 that the
Mhm.
league was tanking in for the Celtics to win.
Mhm.
I don't
Mhm.
think much has changed since then. I think men are men, people are people, and
Mhm.
that G word you mentioned at the beginning of your take with greed.
Mhm.
It does take away from the greatness of Pat Mahomes.
Mhm.
That's the problem.
Mhm.
I used to want to believe that this is the reason, as we both know, Pete Rose has died out of the Hall of Fame.
Right.
Why he passed on and he never made the Hall of Fame. So I can't
Mhm.
all of a sudden think that things have changed. They've actually gotten worse.
Right. Right.
It is. Used to want to believe that a head coach or an influential player, not somebody on special team, the long snapper caught making
Mhm. Right.
bets,
Right.
whatever.
Right.
But the quarterback or a head coach or a point guard or your number four hitter, Pete Rose led off for Cincinnati for 15 years.
Mhm.
He
Or
led off,
batting second.
yeah, head first or second,
Mhm.
exactly. An influential player. I used to wanted to believe that maybe they couldn't fix a game, they can fix an inning, fix
Mhm.
a quarter,
Mhm.
fix a half. But that was the naive part of me thinking that.
Mhm. Mhm.
Now, did you hear how much money he spent on
Pete
betting?
Rose. Pete Rose.
No, source be the topic of
Oh.
conversation.
Oh. No, that I didn't hear.
In 4 years, and includes with three universities, Texas Tech, Indiana, and Cincinnati,
Okay.
$90,000 in
Mm.
4 years.
Mm. He's got a problem.
Hey, they only played 12 games.
Yeah, he's got a problem. He's got a problem.
I can see if you bet in baseball, you betting 162. At
Mhm.
least now you
Mhm.
can thin that out.
Mhm. Mhm.
You got a 12-game regular season. You bet 90,000
Mhm.
in 4 years, and that's what they found out.
Right.
We don't know if he has other accounts. The
Mhm.
the issue, another thing, I have an issue with. It's not even the amount, because his college NIL salary can afford that.
Right. Right.
It's not even the money. That's not my biggest issue.
Mhm.
I was listening to Chris Carter on Locked On Steelers, and he said his biggest issue is that if you're a betting person and you're trying to sneak a bet for a team you're on and you're playing, forget playing an influential position like quarterback, which is what he
Mhm.
is.
Mhm.
Then you definitely should be trying to help your team win.
Right.
So they got overs and unders. They
Mhm.
found in some of his wagers, Ed, he was betting the under.
Mm.
That's a problem for me.
Right. Right.
Means
Right.
the Texas Tech Red Raiders play Oklahoma this weekend.
Mhm.
The Red Raiders, Oklahoma favored by 3.5. The over under is 51,
Mhm.
with the Red Raiders to drop 24.
Right. Right.
Oklahoma to beat them 27 to 24, 28 to 24, what Vegas says.
Right.
He bet the under on it instead of trying to help Texas Tech
Mhm.
win the
Right.
game.
Right.
You're
Right.
going to keep it under 24.
Right. Right. Right.
That's an issue. At
That's
least
it.
if you're gonna bet, help your team win.
Right. Right. It's like you sound like the pitcher for the Cleveland Guardians, Emmanuel Clase, deliberately throwing balls out of the strike zone. Now you're a closer.
Oh yeah, I heard
Remember
about
that?
that.
Deliberately throwing balls, and a million bets come in real quick just before he throws this pitch. Come on, bro. And once
Hmm.
again, that's
Hmm.
not conducive to helping your team win. But that's the slippery slope that you start coming down when you start all of this anyway, Mill. So to be perfectly honest with you, I wouldn't even ban this guy. What's his name? Sorsby.
Sorsby, Brandon Sorsby.
I wouldn't even ban him. I wouldn't even ban. For one thing, he's
They
not.
got to, Ed. They got
Well,
to.
look. He first of all, Neil, he's not part of the players union yet. So
No,
he hasn't done anything yet as far as the NFL is concerned.
but he
But
has
I
as far as the NCAA is concerned.
yeah, but forget about them because he's going to leave. He's not, what y'all going to do to me? I'm leaving. You understand what I'm saying? So
I'm a
so
right. I hear
if I
you.
was the commissioner, what I would do, I would sit him down and say, "Yeah, I'm gonna give you a chance to pursue your dream. But if you so much as purchase a lottery ticket, okay, all right, and you can finish that sentence.
Right, I got you. Your butt is grass and I'm a
Yeah,
lawnmower,
yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah.
And I'm gonna have to slightly disagree with you on that, and I'm gonna tell you why. It's funny though. It's funny. Is why he's handling it wrong. That's why the NFL look, the supplemental draft is for undrafted guys. Look, a third of the league is undrafted.
Mhm,
These undrafted guys need the supplemental draft to have their chance of life-changing money.
mhm.
Jalen Warren, both of the Steelers running backs were undrafted.
Okay.
Dowdle and Jalen Warren are undrafted. So the
Mhm,
supplemental draft is important for guys like that.
mhm, mhm.
The NFL canceled the whole supplemental draft.
Yeah, they canceled it.
Can't the whole thing. They didn't just say, you know what,
Mhm,
Sorsby, you can't enter. We're just not gonna have it. Man, they do
mhm.
what they want. That's
Yeah,
ridiculous.
yeah, yeah.
That's number one. Number two, the NCAA handled it wrong too. They let him back into college knowing he bet $90,000.
Mm.
Then, through public pressure, he went and hired a lawyer. And it was what kind of lawyer he hired, Ed. See, I don't have a problem with what's the name of that black head coach that's suing the NFL?
My
Used to
that's
coach
my guy, Brian
Flores.
Flores.
Flores. I don't have a problem with him and his lawsuit. I have a problem with him thinking he's going to get another head coaching job to work for the company you're suing. It doesn't work that way. You you
Okay.
you know what I'm saying? If
Mhm.
there's some financial gain from this lawsuit that he's going to get, I hope you do well by that money because you're suing the company you currently just finished working for
Yeah,
as a
yeah.
defensive coordinator. He's not ever going to be a head coach, Ed, as great as he is. He
Hmm.
took the Dolphins to 10-6.
Hmm. Hmm.
You know
Well,
how good
well,
that
well.
is?
I tell you what, Mill. It's kind of switching. The subject is kind of switching a little bit, but
Okay.
when it comes to Flores,
Yeah, I did switch. You're right.
if they decide to never make him a head coach, it's making his lawsuit fatter, in my
I
opinion.
got you. I hear you. I hear you. I hear you. But I'm gonna finish my point with this source guy.
Hmm.
The NCAA handled it wrong. Number one, they let him back in. They shouldn't have.
Hmm.
Number two, he handled it wrong. He hired a lawyer that specializes in appeals against the NFL.
Okay.
Ed, I'm telling you right now, don't make the NFL your enemy. Now,
Hmm.
if you're
Hmm.
not going to get your way,
Hmm.
fine. There's a
Hmm.
difference between not getting your way and making the NFL an enemy.
Yeah, yeah.
You
Yeah.
hired an attorney that bosses the NFL's you know what.
Hmm. Hmm.
He's doing it for decades. I forgot his name. He
Hmm.
hired him.
Hmm.
Not to mention, additional baggage he's bringing is the University of Cincinnati is suing him for $1 million because he was the quarterback of their team when he did that $90,000 bag. They
So
gave him
now,
an NIL deal of
uh-huh,
800 something $1,000. They
mhm,
want it back.
they won it
So
back.
there's the burden and baggage of a lawsuit that's
Mhm,
coming into the league.
mhm, mhm,
He's got a lot of baggage, and be honest with you, he's a pretty good quarterback, but he's not that good.
mhm, mhm,
He's not Elway with this kind of baggage, Ed. Sorry,
mhm,
he's not.
mhm,
Right.
mhm,
And the fourth issue I'm having with him, despite the amount, despite the unders, which is still grinding my kids, like you deliberately held them under. Okay, whatever. Despite hiring the lawyer, have you ever we both on construction sites, right?
mhm.
I know you've talked to batters on your sites. I have too. When they have a good weekend, what's the first thing they do, Ed?
When they have a good weekend,
And they won some money.
oh, tell everybody about
They tell everybody and they show you on their device.
it. Yeah.
Hey, Emilio, look what I did this weekend. You see
Mhm, mhm,
1,700, 5,000, three
mhm.
thousand,
They
eight
don't
thousand,
show you the
whatever the
losses.
amount. They
Right.
got to, exactly. They don't show you the losses. I worry that if he comes into an NFL locker room and all he had to do was just show one, and a lot of
Mhm,
times that's why they call it a cancer cell. Cancer cells don't attack sick cells, they attack healthy cells. He's going to show it to somebody that doesn't care
mhm,
about betting.
mhm,
They're
mhm.
like, man,
Right.
you won that this weekend. Let
Right.
me let me let me go ahead and
Mhm,
use my mom's maintenance. He could
mhm,
infect a healthy player that doesn't care about betting.
mhm.
So then there's
It's
that.
and then guys who, like you said, guys who maybe would not be inclined to at first, even if they don't necessarily have an addiction, it might fuel the addiction, or it might fuel something I heard Michael Jordan say, and I kind of agree with this when Michael Jordan was going
Because he
through
was a
his bag.
better. He was
He
addicted.
he said I don't have a gambling problem. My problem is I've got a competitive. He said I'm too competitive, and I agree with that.
Right,
So
right.
so some of those guys that you're talking about, because they're already naturally competitive, that's how they made it to the NFL. So
I know.
now, if like you
I
said,
hear you.
if you made 5,000, I'm gonna try to make 10,000 by
Okay.
game.
The competition that
Mhm,
just boils
mhm,
in NFL locker rooms, basketball, baseball locker rooms. So um, I don't like the fact that the NFL canceled the supplemental draft
mhm,
for this guy. I disagree with that decision, Roger Goodell. I don't agree that you did that. You
mhm,
can still keep him out. College kicked him out
mhm,
under, I can't say public scrutiny and public pressure, but he's not
mhm,
going to college.
mhm,
If I were Brendan Sorsby, this is what I would do. I would try my best to go quietly in the night because I'm gonna be honest with you, Ed. This past quarterback draft that we all raved about with
mhm, mhm,
the boy that went to the Vegas, and then another quarterback came out, and the Steelers drafted Aller. If Sorsby were to come out this past spring, he'd have been above. I can't think of the boy's name. The quarterback for Indiana, national champion,
Mendoza?
Mendoza. Mendoza. He'd have been above Mendoza.
Really?
He would have been,
You
yes.
sure?
I believe that's my opinion. Yes. Oh, I'm looking at Sweden versus Japan.
Oh,
Sweden's. I've been in the World Cup big this year.
really? Not you?
Yeah,
You better than me.
I
Not
love
even
it.
the
I
the, the
love it.
Orioles got me depressed when it comes to sports.
No,
I,
it
I
actually
yeah.
watch soccer to get your mind off of
I
it.
enjoyed the NBA playoffs,
It was
but
decent.
I was hoping the Orioles could carry me at least to the Ravens' first preseason game.
I got you.
But it looked
Yeah,
like it's not going to happen.
yeah. We got some kinks to work out there. But yeah, this is what
Well,
I would do.
oh yeah, go ahead, go ahead. What would you do?
Yeah, hold that thought, Ed. Hold that thought. I will go try my best to go quietly in the night.
Oh, okay.
Um, it don't fire that lawyer right now because you're not playing in the NFL this upcoming season. You're a fool if you think you are.
Right,
The
right.
NFL is slowly trying to tell him and his camp,
Hmm.
y'all go away. Don't press me. Now I messed it up for several other NFL players because of you.
Right.
I'm not messing anything else. I'm not making any
Right.
more decisions with somebody
Right.
that's not a
Right.
part of this
You're
league.
right. You're right.
That's number one. Now I'm trying to be nice about this. That's one. By your attorney, make a public statement, admit you have get ahead of it, and be a politician. I have a problem. I'm going to seek therapy. Give updates on your therapy through your social media account because everybody is on social media. Show people that you have this fixed and enter the draft in 2027. Go quietly in the night. You hiring attorneys and making statements and trying to strong arm the NFL. You're a fool.
Yeah. You better off taking on the IRS
and moving to North Korea. No, but seriously, there are people way better than him that couldn't touch the NFL.
Yeah, right. Yeah, Al Davis battled for years.
Jerry Jones did too. He didn't want a salary cap. Guess what we have now, Ed? A salary cap. Yeah, he's making too much of a fuss. Don't burn the NFL bridge. Don't do it.
You made your bed, you lying. The NFL,
Absolutely.
I don't feel sorry for them. Now I'm trying to think back to me and you coming up. All the years we watched sports, there was only a couple of times I can remember Antoine Walker, the basketball player. That's how he got caught out. Now we're talking
gambler.
Yeah, 90s, maybe early 2000s. I forget.
Yeah, but at least he was in Vegas at the slots and the roulette wheel and the blackjack table.
All right. So what I'm comparing is an entire generation that me and you have watched. I can remember him. I remember the quarterback for the Colts. You remember Art Schlichter?
Schlichter, I remember Schlichter.
Okay. So
the earliest memories of my football memory is Schlichter,
right. So
but I remember.
I want to say that was 80, maybe early 80. I don't know the exact timeline.
Right.
Actually, well, you know what? It had to be before 84, because the Colts moved in 84.
Right.
So, okay. And then I remember hearing, now obviously this was before our time, Paul Hornung, the guy for the Green Bay Packers.
The Green Bay Packers, yeah.
I heard that's how he got caught up. So
wow, good history, Ed.
Antoine Walker, Art Schlichter, and Paul Hornung a million years ago. All right. So that, but look, compared to these few incidents that I just mentioned, to this avalanche we have recently, ever since they allowed sports legalized betting. Every day I wake up, it's another scandal. If a million of them right now, compared to just a few over the course of 100 years.
Yeah. Look, I love it when the NFL, the NBA, baseball air a FanDuel or DraftKings commercial, and at the end of it, they flash your 1-800 number if you have a problem with gambling.
And you know what? I know. Now look, check this out. In closing, of something else I meant to mention about this. Okay. For the people who call me naive and say, "Oh, Ed, you don't know what you're talking about. All the games are fixed." Yeah, they just mad because their team lost. Okay. As soon as their team wins, then all of a sudden it's not fixed anymore.
Exactly. It changes when you're winning.
So this is what I want to say about that, Bill. I can see questionable stuff. Like, for example, this last NBA Finals, the Knicks was giving San Antonio they was up 2-0. The league saw they was about to get swept. So you know what they did? Game 3, obviously, the referees were told, look, we kind of needed this series to go more than 4 games. In the second half of that game, the first game at the Garden, the one that Trump went to.
Okay. The one Jeter and Eli Manning and them was at. The first one. Oh man,
Mill, in the second half of that game, the Knicks got called for 24 fouls, and the Spurs only got called for 8. So Mike Brown did the right thing. Mike Brown did the right thing at the press conference and Mike Brown is not a complainer.
Right.
He said that's kind of ridiculous. Ooh, I said, okay, I like what he's doing. I'm not sure if it's going to work, but
He
at
took the
least he's
high
bringing it.
road.
Obviously, Mill, the NBA wanted that series to extend. Now, they don't care who won the series as
Right.
long as they get 5, 6, or 7 games out of
They need
it.
more
So
games. Right.
you know what I'm saying? So for the people
Yeah.
that say it's fixed, that's not true. But what
Mhm.
does happen, they will lean a certain way in order to extend the series.
Okay.
Look, let me give
I
you
got
another perfect example. A
you. I
perfect
got you.
example. Remember the undefeated Patriots? Eli and them beat them. Okay, Neil. The
Oh
NFL did.
nine.
The NFL didn't care who won that Super Bowl. They got what they wanted. The undefeated Patriots against a team from New York,
I
one of the
know.
highest rated Super Bowls in history.
Of all
So
time.
whoever wins, now we helped the Patriots get there, but
Mhm.
but but now y'all on your own, and they got beat down.
Right.
So the NFL didn't fix that game for the Giants to win. And if the
No, they
Patriots would have
definitely.
won, it wouldn't have been fixed for them to win.
No.
Now that y'all are here, y'all handle it like men.
Right.
You
Right. Yeah.
understand what I'm saying?
Championship games. I don't think championship games are fixed.
No,
I will
no.
agree with you on
The
that.
referees didn't. They
Yeah.
stayed out of it. And that's
Yeah.
generally what they do in the playoffs.
Right. They I hear what you're saying. Um so you basically you're don't want to misquote you. Just regular season games are fixed. But
Well,
let me stop. Not playoff. Once the playoffs start in January, we all right. Let's let it go. But 1 through 17, hey, who knows? God. Mm-mm-mm. Well, that's what I think, Salisbury should do.
Mhm.
Be quiet. Sometimes when you bring attention, you make it worse for yourself.
Yeah, yeah.
You're not going to tell the league, NFL, what to do. It's the shield. They don't call it the shield for nothing. Be quiet. Fire that lawyer. Work on your issue of gambling and addiction. Make it public. Show your progress. Show your updates. And when you bring people into your life, your personal, it's easy to share your successes, Ed. But when
Mhm.
you bring people into an addiction and you show that you're doing better, the public pressure and public scrutiny still matters.
Mhm.
It
Mhm.
does. If he becomes a sympathetic figure
Right, right,
and a
right.
figure to
Mhm.
be to have empathy for,
Yeah,
he'll
yeah.
be in that draft in 2027. I
Mhm.
guarantee it.
Right. Okay. All
People
right.
are like, oh man,
You're saying that he's handling it wrong.
absolutely. You're trying to force the NFL back the NFL into a corner.
Mhm,
Dude,
mhm.
your shoulders ain't that broad,
Yeah,
homie.
yeah. You can't force the NFL to admit that today is Thursday. You're not forcing them to do anything.
Stupid. Yeah, no, that's what I think you should do. Go
Mhm,
quietly into the
mhm. Yeah,
night.
I got you. I hear
Yeah.
you.
So we're gonna shift gears, Ed. Um, what I want to do, your boy Zay is up for some money, and we talked about how well a couple podcasts ago the success of the league, how
Mhm,
well it's doing,
mhm,
and you're big on worth, but
mhm.
production compared to worth.
Right.
Um, and I've always said worth is relative
Mhm.
because I feel like I'm worth more than what my check gets me every Friday.
Right. Right. Right.
But I haven't quit. So they winning. But 30, 32, 35. How much guaranteed money would you give Zay and how many years? Knowing
Well,
what Njigba's just got, Justin Jefferson is getting, stuff like that. What
well,
would you
check
do
this
with
out.
Zay?
Check this out. I would go ahead and give Zay what the market calls for. What am I gonna do? Me or lose him? And I already and then be down to Rashad Bateman.
No, you don't do that.
So the truth, he's got good chemistry with Lamar.
Mm-hmm.
Now he's not as good as he thinks he is, but that's
You
half the
sound
league.
like
That's
me.
half the league, to be
It
honest with you.
is. It is.
Um,
It
um,
is.
I
All
I
I've ever
see
said about Zay is that he's repeatable. He's replaceable.
right,
He's extremely replaceable.
absolutely.
Yeah.
I like you said, I'm big on what somebody is worth, but
Right.
But as a black man, go get your
Mm-hmm.
money. Now,
Right.
also,
Absolutely.
as a fan, as long as you can handle me when I say you're not playing up to your contract, is as long as your feelings don't get hurt when I boo you at the stadium for a drop
Mhm.
pass or a fumble. That's everybody's getting so sensitive now that oh he booed me, booed you. You a grown man and you worried about me booing you, man? Just
Right. I
so
got
so
you.
so I don't on the one hand I want guys to get their money, but we've seen what happens. Well, I mean, maybe that's not a good example in the NBA
Right.
with the guaranteed contracts, but your Ben Simmons and your James Hardens. At some
Oh,
point,
Jesus.
it gets ridiculous giving a guy so much money. And this guy don't even care, Emil. The fans care more. Don't you care about your profession? Aren't you?
Right.
So, like I said, maybe that's not a good example because somebody like Zay really cares. He's trying his best. And the NFL, the players in the NFL, they are trying. They know that they can get cut, so they
Yeah.
definitely trying.
The
They're not
players
like
are
baseball and
definitely trying.
basketball.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
So
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
so that's
I
not
got you.
really a good example. The
I got you.
point is the money. Go get your money, but
Hmm.
also at least come close to performing to what the contract says. At least come close, bro.
Yeah. Yeah. You're talking to a man whose favorite NFL football team has had the highest paid defense for the last 5 years, and we finished in the bottom third for those last 5 years.
Yeah.
And there's some reasons for that. Not going to get
Mhm.
into that today. But yes, worth may be relative, but you still got to go out and do your darn job.
Yeah.
Um, Look, they got you got to pay somebody
Hmm.
with all this money salary caps are providing. And I'm telling you, I wish Sharp was on this podcast right now.
No, you don't.
Because you
No,
know
you don't.
who may be getting an extension? Lamar.
Yeah. Well, look.
Word on the street is that he is about to get a huge extension.
Hmm. Yeah. What
But
else is new?
we'll, we'll see. We ain't gonna get ahead of
No, we
ourselves.
are not. No, we are not. Because
No,
Neil, I'm telling you right now, I know I've been beating this drum, and so is Shaw. The
yeah,
Ravens
yeah,
better at least make it to the Super Bowl this year, and that's all I'm gonna say on that. That's all I'm gonna say. You've
right,
heard
right, right,
everything I've had to say about the Lamar thing. A guy
right,
on my
right.
way to work the other day, me and another guy talking. So a guy said, "Man, you a Lamar hater." Neil, I'm so tired of hearing that. I am so tired of
No,
hearing
you
that.
just love the Ravens. It's a difference.
Thank
You
you.
you care about
Thank
what helps the team, not
thank you.
just one person.
Thank
Yeah, yeah. No, 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 no. I ran into Roethlisberger lovers, Ed.
you.
I
Hmm.
I I was a Steeler before that rascal was born. Okay,
Hmm.
if you let's
Hmm.
just I hate to date
Hmm.
myself like that.
Right, right.
Yes, Ben was a fan. I'm a fan of him now. He hosts a successful podcast, but I'm a Steeler. You're
Mhm,
a Raven. You want
mhm,
the team to do well.
mhm,
And I'm
mhm,
air quoting team. I wish you could see me right now.
mhm. No,
Yeah.
I can see you.
Oh, you can't? Oh, okay.
Mhm,
I didn't know that. All right. I just can't see. Okay. So
mhm,
we got you on audio. Well, that's fine. But yeah, Zay about to get paid. And I as hard as I've been on him, I agree with it. The rapport, the chemistry,
mhm.
he understands B-more, he understands the team, and he's been busting his butt for the past few years. He and again, deserve is relative too, but I think he deserves it.
Mhm,
As hard as I've been on him,
mhm.
he absolutely deserves whatever the Ravens give him because they have it. They can afford it. And
Yeah,
you might
yeah,
as well give it to him. You
yeah.
got two more rookie receivers
Mhm.
that I
Right,
really like. One of them, I told you, Surratt,
mhm.
I wanted a Steeler
Right,
uniform.
right, right,
That
right.
boy's gonna do y'all great. I'm telling you.
Mhm. And you know who else? The third receiver, Meal. He hardly ever gets an opportunity. I don't know how much you know about Tez Walker, Devon Walker, but
I don't know
he
much about him.
he's got like I think so far this is his third year. I want to say
Hmm.
he's only got like 12 or 13 or maybe 14 targets and he's got like 6 or 7 touchdowns. He caught a touchdown in the game, the last game, the one that we lost to y'all.
Oh, that was Walker. That
Him.
did.
Him. With Lamar hardly ever throws it to him, but when he throws it to him, it's a touchdown. So you got to give this guy a chance. I'm so glad that we didn't go out and get another Odell Beckham, DeAndre Hopkins. As much as I like DeAndre, but you got to find out what you got in house.
Interesting. Into a Tez Walker.
Hmm.
And Lamar
He's
has
going
a
to be
good
number
rapport
three.
with him.
And really, be
Right.
honest with you, he's a big guy. So he may be more outside. To me, I've always said Zay is a slot
He
to
is a
me.
slot. To
Mhm.
me, yeah, I agree with that, Ed.
So that's a
Shaw
lot of money
ripped
for a
my head
slot.
off. He ripped my head off because I called him a slot one time.
Who did?
Sean, your little brother. Oh, he more than that, man. Okay, sure, whatever. Stop it. But yeah, okay. All right, yeah. Zay is going to get paid as he should.
Mhm.
I look forward to it. Not necessarily just look forward to it, but I like players that have done their due diligence, put their 3 years in, and
Mhm.
they get paid the fourth year.
Mhm.
I love that. Not holding out, not
Mhm.
holding in, just give him his money and let him go to work. So now we're going to transition into this fine black and orange team of ours, Ed. Okay. They're so frustrating to watch. First of all, the bullpen was the only consistent thing during
Mhm.
the year so far.
Mhm.
When the starting pitching was awful in March
Right.
and April, the bullpen was carrying us.
Mhm. Mhm.
When our defense and offense are good, the starting pitching was. And now
Mhm.
starting pitching is great.
Mhm. Mhm.
3 of every 4 starts, we go 7 innings, Ed.
Mhm. Mhm.
But Brad, did you see Bradish
Yeah,
Saturday?
Bradish went 8. Yeah, and probably could have went the 9th.
Amazing.
Mhm.
But I don't know what happened to Rico Garcia, but that month, close to 5 weeks where he was nearly unhittable,
Yeah.
I knew it wouldn't last, Ed,
Right. Right.
but I didn't know it would fall off
Right.
like
Right.
this.
Mhm.
God, we were
Mhm.
winning 5-2.
Mhm.
If our bullpen can't hold a 3-run league on
Right.
Anaheim,
Right. Right. Right.
what are we
How
going to
far?
do when the Twins,
Right.
the Mariners, and the
Mhm.
Cleveland Guardians come to
Mhm.
town?
Mhm. Mhm.
What we going to do when the Yankees and the Rays come to? Well, I think
In
we handle those.
Toronto. Mhm.
Yeah, in Toronto, we gotta handle the 9-game West Coast roadie. We're 4-5. We should have went 5-4. The
Actually, to be honest with you, that the first Dodgers game, they should have won it. They
we
should have
should have
swept
won
the
that
Dodgers.
too.
So
We
6 and
could have.
3.
That's the silver lining. I hate thank you for parlaying right into that. We. I was worried that sometimes you get up so emotional. You get so emotional for a big opponent.
Mhm.
And I'm saying to myself, man, if we could just win one against the Dodgers and go one
Mhm.
and two, and then maybe take 2 or 3 from Anaheim, that'd be exceptional.
Mhm.
But I think I was worried that they would get up for the Dodgers and then get 2 or 3 taken from Anaheim. But
Right.
they did get 2 or 3 taken, but it wasn't due emotional instability. They were actually hitting the ball. We pitched well. Our defense, Ed, I'm that's what's gonna doom us. The relief
Now,
pitching will be fine. Our
I'm
defense is
not
gonna do
sure. You know that I can be an "I told you so" kind of person,
it.
but I'm not.
Really? I hadn't noticed in the decades
I'm,
I've known
I'm
you.
I'm not sure if you remember before the season started.
Hmm.
I remember telling you I was worried about our defense.
Yeah.
Now I understand what Elias was trying to do. He said, "Look, we got to sacrifice. It got to be some give and take. We're going to have to sacrifice some defense for offense."
Okay.
Okay, I hear you, but right now, you know who's turning over in his grave? Earl Weaver,
Hmm.
Mark Belanger,
Yeah.
Brooks Robinson,
Yeah.
Frank Robinson, and
Hmm.
now, and as far as the guys who are still alive, Billy and Cal Ripken, Eddie Murray. I mean, I know anybody who loves this organization is not very happy right now at the little league bad news bears kicking the ball around baseball now when we signed Pete Alonso, which was an excellent signing, I
Hmm.
I wanted Pete Alonso, but
Yeah.
one of the first things I told you was I personally would put Mountcastle at first base. It's a shame he got hurt. I would put Mountcastle at first base and let Alonso DH at least most of the time, because Pete Alonso is not going to like trying to scoop out those throws from Gunner on Emil. I mean, on a routine ground ball, and
I
this
know.
man constantly is throwing the ball in the dirt.
Yeah, and he's been scooping a lot of them out that I don't feel like he should have to.
Look, let me
All
ask you
right.
a question.
Yeah, I'm
And I'm
listening.
honestly not trying to be funny. Now I know that your thing when we used to play, your thing was the outfield, but you
Hmm.
did play some infield like in your softball leagues and stuff, right?
I play second
Yeah.
base.
Right. Now you know I'm an infielder, either
Right.
short or third base,
Third
and I
base.
used to
That was your
pick it.
thing. Your
I could
bag
pick
was
it. I didn't.
third.
I didn't have a strong arm, but I could pick it.
Right.
Now, in your experience playing ball, which is easier, fielding a ground ball or throwing it to the first baseman? Which one is easier?
Oh, throwing it to the first base.
Thank you. So
Yeah, yeah,
so
yeah,
so
yeah,
so
yeah,
so
yeah,
do me
yeah.
a favor. You think you can explain that to Gunnar Henderson?
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
He's
yeah,
doing the hard part.
yeah.
He's
Hmm.
fielding it, bruh. Throw the ball. Look. I remember when remember that guy Steve Sachs back in the day. He was a good ball player.
Second baseman for the Dodgers.
Yeah, for the Dodgers.
That
Yeah,
mental block he had, he
he
couldn't
had
throw it.
the yips. You know the yips. And Tommy Lasorda had a nice little talk with him. Boy, Lasorda was so funny. He said, "Hey, Steve, and we talking second base. We're not talking making that long throw from third or short. We talking second base." He said, "Steve, let me ask you a question. How many men in America, forget about major leaguers, how many men in America do you think can hit 300 in the major leagues?" He said, "Probably not a lot." He said, "Well, it looks like you're going to hit 300 this year." He said, "How many men do you think can steal 75 bases?" He said, "Probably not a lot." He said, "You look like you're on your way to steal 75 bases." He said, "How many men in this country can throw the ball from second base to the first baseman?" And Steve started laughing because obviously almost anybody. And Lasorda
Hmm.
said, "I bet you 500,000 women can do it too." So
At a pretty
you
good
can do,
speed.
you can do the
Right.
hard stuff. I'm just
Right.
asking you to throw the ball to first base, bro.
Hmm. He was throwing it over Steve Garvey's head. I think it was Garvey, clear over his head, like by feet. Couldn't reach it. I'm like, man, what is this problem? Some mental block. But yeah, 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 yeah. No, 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 no. That loss was gut wrenching. I know they're gonna turn the page, but the silver lining is I still think our lineup right now was banging the ball. Basalo's doing well.
Mhm.
Pete is all star bound. Gunner's all star bound. Uh, we banging the ball. We're hitting, which I told you. Hopefully, eventually, was going to come through. That I
Mhm.
believe our offense was going to have to be a strength. Our offense and our
Mhm.
bullpen,
Mhm.
but the defense. You know how many third basemen we've used this
Is it
year?
up to five? Is it
It's
five or six?
six.
Six?
It's six.
Yeah, that's ridiculous. You're not going anywhere using six third baseman.
Six, Ed.
Hmm. Hmm.
It's unacceptable
Hmm.
for a playoff team.
Hmm.
We need Westberg back. Come on, heal up, Jordan.
Oh no, that mm-mm. He is somebody who is going to get hurt. Some guys get hurt a lot, and he is somebody who's going to miss a lot of time. Period. In his career, and knowing that, Mill, I know I think the Orioles know that. So I would have tried to keep Ramon Urias really came in handy for those times when Westberg is not going to play.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And furthermore, Jackson Holiday gets banged up. So then you
Yeah.
let Urias play third and let Westberg play second. Bam. And Westberg is an excellent second baseman.
Yeah.
And
He can
Urias
play.
has a gold glove in his closet.
Yeah. He won it a couple years ago at third for us. Yeah. Our defense. So I'm not done talking about it just for tonight. Our defense is gonna let us down. It just is. We've used six third basemen. about 3 or 4 different combinations of center field, left field, right field. Tyler O'Neill and Taylor Ward play really good defensive on the corners. Our best defensive outfield is when Tavares is not out there. God, who was that dropped that fly ball?
It was him.
And that was Tavares or Jeremiah
Yeah.
Jackson? That was Tavares. Oh, and I'm like, no. Our best defensive outfield is O'Neill at right, Taylor Ward at left, and Colton Cowles in center. That's the best defensive outfield we have, and that's pretty good.
Who did you say in right?
O'Neill.
O'Neill.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He makes some plays defensive. Lane is a really good strong arm.
Well, and he got a strong arm.
Yeah. He got a little bit of a cannon out there. Infield, they put Blaze Alexander out there. He committed an error in the first inning.
Yeah.
We can't.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna be a long second half of the year.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna be a long second, but I'm gonna watch anyway. It is.
Yeah. I'm gonna root for him.
Yeah. That's what we do. Well, I think we tapped out for the day, Ed.
Yep.
I think that's just about everything we've covered. So yeah, everything good with you?
Yeah. So far, preparation's been good.
Okay.
Like you say, you've been through it. So
Yeah. Absolutely. Everything's still gonna be at your spot.
Yeah.
Afterwards, I mean, okay.
Yep.
All right, sounds good. All right, Eddie. I'll talk to you
All right.
next week.
Thanks
bro.
a lot, bro.
All right,
Appreciate
man.
it. You're
See
the
ya.
best, man.